She doesn't yell because she's emotional. She yells because she knows you won't leave. Fixing a relationship where respect has been lost is incredibly difficult. When the foundation of respect crumbles, love becomes a constant struggle, a tug of war with no winners. And here's a hard truth. A woman cannot truly love a man she doesn't respect. That respect she's lost for you, it hinges on one thing: whether you respect yourself. Maybe this sounds familiar. She snaps at you over small things now. She doesn't look at you with the same warmth. Instead, there's irritation, maybe even contempt in her eyes. She insults you or lies to you, and even when you catch her, you let it slide because you're afraid of losing her. You might even try to win her back each time by being extra sweet, giving her even more of your time. But all that does is teach her that disrespecting you has no consequences. In fact, it tells her that disrespecting you gets results. She still gets your attention, your affection, maybe even more. So why would she stop? Over time, this behavior becomes the new normal. She's learned that she can hurt you, neglect you, and you'll still be there, doing whatever you can for her. And with every boundary she crosses without pushback, her respect for you diminishes further. So what's the solution? Set boundaries and enforce them. It's not enough to tell someone how to treat you. You have to show them what you will and won't tolerate. A boundary means nothing if you don't back it up. If you say, "I won't tolerate disrespect," but then you keep tolerating it, those are just empty words. When she crosses a line, say she starts yelling at you or calls you names, you must show her you mean what you said. Calmly and confidently let her know she's out of line, and then remove yourself from the situation. For example, you can say, "I'm not going to be spoken to like this," and then walk away. The key is that you make it clear you are not available to her when she is disrespecting you. Do this without yelling or making threats. You're not trying to punish her or scare her into respect. You're simply respecting yourself. And when she sees that you will actually walk away rather than put up with mistreatment, it sends a powerful message. It shows that your standards are real. Only then can respect begin to return. She'll realize that if she wants to stay in your life, she'll have to treat you with the respect you deserve. Otherwise, she'll have no place in your life. This brings us to perhaps your greatest strength in a relationship: the willingness to walk away. It might sound counterintuitive because you're here trying to save the relationship, right? But stick with me. A man's true power lies in knowing he will be okay with or without this relationship. That means if his core values are being trampled, he's prepared to step back or even leave rather than stay and be treated like dirt. If you are unwilling to ever walk away, if you've made it clear, even unintentionally, that no matter what she does, you're not going anywhere, you've made yourself guaranteed in her life. And the moment a woman feels that you are guaranteed, her respect for you drops to zero. Why? Because she knows now that you don't have the guts to stand up for yourself. She can behave as badly as she wants, and you'll still be there. There's no tension, no consequence, no fear of loss on her end. And people simply do not value what they are sure they won't lose. Remember, the ability to walk away is not about playing games or using ultimatums as manipulation. It's about having genuine self-respect and letting her feel the seriousness of your boundaries. When she knows that you value yourself enough to leave a disrespectful situation, it forces her to value you more, or risk losing you. Now, let's address another common mistake: trying to buy back her love. When you feel her slipping away, it's tempting to pull out your wallet or go above and beyond with favors. You start thinking, maybe if I take her on an expensive trip, or buy her that jewelry she wanted, or pay all her bills, she'll realize how much I care and come back. But no, stop right there. You can't bribe someone into feeling respect or love. When you try, all you do is turn the relationship into a transaction. You stop being her equal partner and start looking like a sponsor or a walking ATM. Sure, she might accept the gifts and enjoy the perks, but inside, her respect for you sinks even lower. Why? Because it's painfully obvious why you're doing it, out of fear and desperation. You're essentially saying, I don't think I'm enough on my own, so I'm buying your attention. That doesn't spark her passion. It actually kills it. Women can sense when a man is trying to compensate for a lack of respect or connection by throwing money or gifts at the problem. It doesn't make her heart warm. It might make her feel guilty or entitled or nothing at all. She might take what you give her. She might think, well, if he's willing to keep giving, I'll take it, but she won't respect you for it. In fact, she'll respect you even less. A woman needs to respect you to truly love you. And it's hard to respect a man who is acting like a doormat with a credit card, trying to buy a love that should be given freely. All right, so you've stopped rewarding bad behavior, you've set boundaries, you're willing to walk if you have to, and you've put away the urge to buy her love. What now? What's the positive action you can take to actually rebuild respect? Either in her eyes, or at the very least in your own. The answer is to return to your mission. To find yourself again, outside of this relationship. Look at your life and be honest. Have you been neglecting your own goals, your health, your passions, all because you were consumed with worry about her and this situation? It's time to change that, starting now. Get back to the basics of what makes you, you. Hit the gym and take care of your body, not just to look better, though that boosts confidence, but to rebuild discipline and pride in yourself. Dive back into your work, your studies, or your business with focus. Pour energy into a project or hobby that you shelved. In short, start living your life again, as if you weren't completely wrapped up in her. Because you shouldn't be. Remember, a woman is drawn to a man who has purpose and direction. She will naturally respect a man who respects himself enough to pursue his own path. A woman follows a man who leads his own life. She doesn't want to be your entire world. She wants to be invited into a world led by a man who knows where he's going. If you've made her your only source of happiness, that's a heavy burden for her and a dangerous position for you. So fix that. Be happy on your own. Find fulfillment in your own achievements and activities. Then, when you do interact with her, you're coming from a place of strength and confidence, not neediness. That shift is powerful. Now, let me be brutally honest. Sometimes it really is too late. If she's already emotionally involved with another man, or if she's only sticking around to use you for money or convenience, then genuine respect and love are unlikely to return. That's the painful truth, and it's better to face it. No amount of self-improvement or grand gestures will matter if her heart is already gone, or if she never truly valued you beyond what you provide. If you realize you're at that point, the best thing you can do is accept it and move on. And whatever you do, do not humiliate yourself by begging or pleading for her to stay, or by tolerating even more abuse just to keep her. That will only dig your dignity into an even deeper hole. It's not the way to win her back. It's a sure way to lose even your self-respect. If it's over, let it be over. Walk away with your head high. Focus on healing yourself and carry these lessons forward. If there was ever any chance to fix things, it would only have been by standing strong, not by groveling. So don't grovel. Accept reality and prioritize your own well-being. In the end, You won't fix anything by begging or appeasing her. You fix it by reclaiming your self-respect and being willing to lose the relationship rather than lose yourself. It's a bold stance, but it's the only one that gives you a real chance to turn things around. Because once she sees that you're serious, that you're essentially unplayable, that she can't manipulate you or take you for granted, she may finally start to respect you again. And if she doesn't, then the relationship will end. But you'll walk away with your dignity intact. And that's a victory in itself. Remember, you can't make someone respect you by sacrificing your own self-respect. True respect always starts with you. Set high standards for how you will be treated and enforce them. Be willing to be alone rather than accept disrespect. When you live that way, the wrong people will fall away and the right people will show up. It's not easy, I know. Choosing dignity might even hurt in the short term, but you're doing it to save something more important than a failing relationship: yourself. And that is worth it. Every single time. Now, if you found this message helpful, do me a favor. Hit the like button. And if you're new here or haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'm here to share more insights and stories to help you become the strongest, most confident version of yourself. Also, feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts or your own story. I'd love to hear from you. Remember, you teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. So don't tolerate disrespect. Respect yourself, and the rest will follow. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay strong.